Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Marvel's Thunderbolts had its premiere last night, and we've got our first reviews / reactions online for this movie. Thought we'd take a look at them. This is one of those films which I think, I don't know, the more and more I've seen of the trailer, the more sold I am on it, actually. Genuinely, the more sold I am. I think relatively speaking, like the story looks okay. I don't think it's going to be particularly good though, and I think that, I think it's going to be a victim of Marvel's general decline that they are experiencing at the moment, in terms of the interest of the audience anyway. And they spent a fair amount of money on this, and I think it'll go down as a relative failure, which is unfortunate if it's good. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you are new here, guys. Trying to grow this channel. Trying to get to 500,000 subscribers this year. And I can't do that without your help. And there's a large portion of people that watch that aren't subscribed. So it'd be really good if you watch, just to hit that subscribe button. It's for free. And, it really does help out, actually. So thank you in advance. So, like I said, here are the first reactions. So these are social media reactions. I always say that they're reviews, because they're a form of a mini review. And I like doing this because when the feature reviews come out, it's always telling to see who flip-flops from their initial reactions, which, generally speaking, are quite high in terms of the buzz that they offer. And then they sort of, flip-flop on that. It's fascinating. Genuinely. To me, it's fascinating anyway. So it says this: the first social media reactions to Marvel's Thunderbolts are coming in following the movie's world premiere, and they're mostly very positive. So, yeah. I like how even this website, which is comicbookmovie.com, quite a shilly website, even says, we've learned not to pay too much attention to these initial reactions. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a fair question which you guys might be asking is, well, why do you do the videos then? And it's to document the flip-flop. Because the more we document it, the more these practices become really apparent. And then we can choose to ignore it moving forward. So that's kind of why. So it says, a lot of reactions say that the film gets off to a rough start. But obviously lots of people are pretty praising it anyway. So here we have the first one from Josh Barton. Thunderbolts isn't afraid to change the formula of the superhero film, and in doing so becomes one of the most fascinating MCU projects in recent memory. It makes a bold statement to tackle heavy subject matter, dealing with inner demons in particular. Got to load this up now. And after a wobbly start, comes together as a new team is formed. Florence Pugh is the beating heart of it all, and is someone the MCU needs to keep around for years to come. It really grew on me as it went on. Okay. There you go. Thunderbolts. Oh my god, these are all really long. Good, I guess, because we learn a little bit more about it, but Jesus. Thunderbolts is in many ways different from other MCU films that have come before it. And that freshness couldn't have arrived at a more opportune time. But I don't think people are going to watch it. I don't think people are going to turn up to watch it, but I could be wrong. When the franchise is in need of new blood and direction. It's some of Marvel's darkest material to date. It's not exactly high praise, but alright. Dealing with the emotional wreckage of broken individuals grappling with their past choices and finding camaraderie amidst the emptiness of their lives. This may be a team-up film, but it very much belongs to Florence Pugh, who carries much of the dramatic weight of the movie on her back, while Lewis Pullman delivers a complex performance as a sympathetic character at war with himself. That's the Sentry. It may not be the flashiest, funniest, or strongest Marvel film, but its rough edges and imperfections somehow all feel fitting for this anti-hero team of misfits. Alright then. Thunderbolt. Oh god, it's another long one. Jesus. Thunderbolts is raw, hilarious, and deeply human. It's a bold dive into trauma, healing, and redemption. Proof that even the so-called defective losers and disposable delinquents can rise above their past and become the heroes no one expected. It's gritty, emotional, and like anything Marvel has done before. A must-see story that hits where it hurts and heals where it matters. One mid and one post-credit scene. All right. It's a potential MCU game changer. Oh, God. Feeling like the best team up since Avengers. Pugh grounds it. Pullman's masterful and standstill scenes. A bit rough, but a bold, refreshing swing that could land it among Marvel's best. Huh. Thunderbolts is truly fantastic. The cast has electric chemistry with each other. Florence Pugh and Lewis Pullman are the standouts. And the action sequences are very strong. But most of all, the film's story hit me like a ton of bricks. It's bold, important, and so well written. Thunderbolts, that was pretty great. A visually daring, emotionally resonant superhero film that pushes mental health to the forefront. Florence Pugh brings the heart. David Harbour is consistently funny. And Lewis Pullman might be the stealth MVP. Best MCU film in a long while. Shocked how good Thunderbolts is. Putting emphasis on the character work and practical action makes this feel like the old Marvel that has us for a decade plus. Wish we'd gotten this sooner. Helps that this dysfunctional team has chemistry too. I mean, everyone loves it, basically. Taps Mike, Thunderbolts was awesome. Tons of implications on how the MCU is moving forward. The team works well together. Plenty of emotion. Yelena is my MVP. Definitely a super fun movie. Definitely stick around after the credits. Another one here. Says this: Thunderbolts is one of the Marvel's most enjoyable films in a while. It feels different than most of the studio's projects. It's bold, funny, filled with great action and an unexpected emotional punch. Florence Pugh's the star that shines the brightest. There's a lot to love here. Make sure you stay for the credits. You know what's interesting? They're dropping these reactions quite. I mean, it's a week in it. That's quite interesting. Thunderbolts introduces a new era for Marvel, the most humane film filled with allowing their anti-hero being flawed, broken and regretful. Sebastian Stan has an absolute scene-stealing moment, yet Florence Pugh shows she's the true lead of the new generation and team. Another one here. I saw Thunderbolts. All I can say is total blast. It's not only funny, packed with great action, but also has a beautiful emotional story full of heart. The entire cast is amazing, but the real standout is Florence Pugh as Yelena. So people are banging on about her. Thunderbolts, easily one of the best MCU movies in a long time. It's not saying much. Maybe one of this person's personal faves. Has so much spark, charisma. Tells a genuinely emotional story you connect with. A tear was shed. Florence Pugh in particular, superb. Just walks away with it. That's kind of it, really. I mean, very, very positive. So we'll see. I do think that this movie will bomb. And I don't think it necessarily will deserve it. I think it will be a victim of Marvel's stagnation. So this is the problem with a lot of these properties, is once they stagnate and they piss in the face of their fans that have given them such goodwill, right, and benefit of the doubt for too long, people check out at a certain point. And I think this may be a victim of that, even though it is said to change stuff. So, yeah, there you go. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Take care. Bye-bye now.